probably don't know me. Anyway, today we're going to be talking to Sketchy FULLA. He's a self-taught artist, and I apologise in advance because I messed up the audio. Enjoy. How did you get into drawing? Have you always done it?
Yeah. It's pretty. My childhood was pretty. My old lady was pretty. Like I said, she was quite the abusive type, both physically and mentally. So I just would lock myself in my bedroom. And I'd rip a picture of Michael Jackson out of the Woman's Day, and say how I started was I'd then tear his face in half and I'd stick that to, and then I'd draw the other half, and sort of basically how I taught myself, cool. and then I just kept doing stuff like that, and then just playing around basically, and then I got to high school, and my teacher was just like, "Shit, man, you can draw," and he sort of like just developed my skills a little bit more from there, and then I just got out there working, building, milling timber and shit like that. I was just earning a wage, never thought about my art earning me money or anything like that. But then, you'd have a mate's 21st, and I could be a big Jimi Hendrix fan, so I'd get a bit of plywood and I'd paint the Jimi Hendrix on it so I didn't have to pay money for a birthday present.
I was the same.
But then, you'd take it to the 21st, and everyone at 21st would be like, "Shad, can I get one of those?" And I'd be like, "Oh yeah, $100. Like,
damn bargain.
No idea, but because I was in the building industry, I didn't have to pay for that bit of ply, and there'd be painters on site, and I'd say, "Oh, can I steal a bit of primer and prime the board," and stuff like that. So that never really cost me anything, and I could pump them out pretty quick, so I didn't think that they would fetch a bit of money, and I just had heaps of them in my garage once, and a good girlfriend of mine, she started up a clothing label up north, and she was having this big opening night, and she said, "Oh, can I grab some of your paintings from your garage and sort of dot them around the wall to liven the place up?" And some art gallery lady came in, and she said, "Oh, like, how much for that Stevie Wonder?" And I was like, "Oh, 120. I tried to up it like 20 bucks, and she was like, "Oh, okay." So
that's pretty cheap though.
Oh yeah, shit yeah. So she was like, "Okay, I'll take Stevie, I'll take Bob, Jim Morrison."
Damn.
She ended up buying like 8 of them, and I was like, "Man, that's like."
You probably figured, "Oh fuck, I should have said like $200 or something."
And then she like handed me over like $1,400 or something, whatever it was, and then she's like, "Done deal?" And I was like, "Yeah, shit yeah, happy as." And she shook my hand, and she just unleashed, verbally. She was like, "You're an idiot, mate." She's like, "I can take these into my gallery now that I own them, and I could sell these for like $600.
Really?
She said that? Yeah. She was like, "You got no idea of your potential."
Damn.
And then she gave me a card, and she was like, "I bet you come in and see me some stage this week, eh?" And then I was like, "Holy shit!" And then I went in there, and she gave me another $1,000 cash. And she was like, "Man, your paintings are worth heaps, like." She was like, "You're just underselling yourself, and you just got to realise that." She said, "You could be doing this as a full-time job," and I was like, "Holy shit!" And then from that, I didn't really think too much of it, I was like earning a good wage as a qualified builder, and for up in Whangarei anyway. And then when I got down to Christchurch, I was like, my hourly rate was like fetching like sometimes $54 an hour. And so I just, I'm rolling with this. Some weeks I could bloody take home $2,000, and I'm like, man, this is good. And but not realising the detrimental effect it was having like to my health, like stress-wise and things like that. Having these deadlines and deadlines being imposed on me by people that went to university and had no practical knowledge or anything, And I was just taking that all on, and then I thought, man, shit, there's got to be a better way to life than having to be, because sometimes I was working like 80-hour weeks to try and meet these deadlines, and it's taking me away from my family, my kids, sort of thing. So I was like, shit, man, why don't I just get back into sketching? And So I reduced my hours in construction and just started sketching here and there, and then yeah, it wasn't until this year I thought, oh, you know, my lady sort of coaxed me into doing a Facebook page, and since then.
This was before you had Facebook?
Yeah.
Damn, you did well.
Yeah. So it's just like, holy shit. Oh, I mean, I only got my personal Facebook page last year. Like, I'm pretty behind on technology, eh? Like, last year I only got email. Like, I've come this far, 40 years old, and never had an email address or anything like that. So, yeah. But then, yeah, having the Sketchy FULLA Facebook page just showed me, like, shit, man, like, I can do this. And
definitely.
And that's just my sketching. I haven't even got back into my painting and that, because I work out of a double garage, and I do lots of woodwork. Woodwork and painting doesn't mix, eh, like the dust and
Oh yeah, I imagine.
yeah, so you know, that's the plan, get up north and make sure I help myself a little sketch studio, and then a little painting studio, and then a massive garage to do all my woodwork and stuff like that. And so yeah, definite.
Damn, that's awesome. Man, it's like, how did that chick find you? The one that brought all those paintings?
Well, she just turned up to my mate's clothing label launch.
Oh,
She liked my mate's style of clothing, and so yeah, she turned up there, and then she was talking to my mate saying, like, where did you get all these paintings from? And my mate was like, oh, they were just in my mate's garage, and he just paints them. And because how I sketch is pretty much how I paint, like, realistic. And
I don't think I've seen some of your paintings.
no, well, see, that's something I never did in my past, is take a photo of anything that I did, you know. That's only really sort of started happening since I started the Sketchy FULLA page. Even since I've been in Christchurch, the odd sketch I've done here and there, I've just delivered it to them and not even taken a photo of it, you know. And so now I'm having to reconnect with those people and say, could I possibly get a photo of that sketch I did for you like 5 years ago?
Yeah.
So I can chuck it back up on my page. And so yeah, pretty gutting really, because there's but then it's pretty humbling when you haven't heard from someone for like 13, 14 years, and then they reconnect with you and send you a picture of a painting you did for them, and it's wow, I didn't even remember that one, you know. And then because I've like 7 years down here, I've been pretty busy. I haven't even got back up north a great deal, and then you sort of go back up and you sort of catch up with a few mates, and you go around to another mate's place and there's a piece of art hanging on the wall, and you're like, shit, I don't even remember doing that one. And
I've had the same happen to me.
yeah, but it's a pretty humbling feeling, you know. So yeah, and just loving it now. And then, you know, like I say, with Sketchy FULLA page taking off, like, I mean, it hasn't even been up that long, not even 3 months yet, and then I don't know, just with the orders and that coming in, and I was having to say no. I couldn't make, like, people saying, can you do this by September the 25th? It's my mate's 50th and would like to take it. And I'm like, I'm already committed to these other 3 sketches I've got on the go, and I'm building as well. And then it's like, I'm saying no to like 3 a week, whereas I should just hang up the tool belt and commit to these sketches, you know. And so
true.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago I just went into my boss and said, oh man, that's it. It was like, oh, he said, you haven't given us 1 month's notice, that's what your contract says. So, you know, I'd already looked at my payslip and I was only owed 2 days annual leave. I'd used my annual leave. And he said, so we're going to keep the annual leave for not working your notice out. And I was like, man, it's 2 days, like, take it.
Yeah, fuck it.
Here's your van, here's your fuel card, man, I'm gone.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was it. But you know, it's a trade cert. It's something I can always fall back on, and you know, if the sketching and my SOMG work was to slow down, then I can go and jump back on the tools, and
true.
It's not something that'll be forgotten, you know. Like, so, but I'm pretty optimistic about where it's going to go. Like, so far so good. It's been an awesome like launch, and then like I say, like, I haven't even got into my painting side yet, and
damn.
And with the SOMG page, that's only a week old, and that's taken off. Like I said, with the platter boards and tables, I'm getting requested to make, and I need to get out and I haven't even put up many photos on my SOMG page, but it's like with a lot of this construction waste I save it. I build kids like tree houses and shit, and
That's cool.
oh man, I do the meanest tree houses, because I never had one as a kid, and I just get so immensely involved in it that I just, I love it. But then it's all about like recycling. Yeah. But it's you can go into a whiteware store and for $2 you can pick up a dryer door with the bubble, in it, and so like I have heaps of bubble windows in the tree huts, and the kids just love it, you know. And
damn, that's cool.
Yeah. And so I get, I've been there's about 4 or 5 out at Lincoln and Broadfield, Rolleston area that I've done out there, tree huts, and I just say to the parents, it's like $40 the charge out rate. I can't just quote you a price because I don't know how it's going to happen. And so at first there's
$40 for the
$40 an hour rate.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
For the whole thing.
But there's a bit of reluctancy in it, like $40 an hour for a tree hut, and then once I start getting into it and the bubble windows start appearing, there's no hesitation to pay, and then their friends will come around and see it and go, shit, did you guys make that? And no, we paid this guy Mike to do it, and so then I've got another tree house to build, and so.
Do you have like a portfolio that you show them? Or they just have to trust you?
So I built my kids one, and then their mates have come around, and then when their parents have picked them up, they've gone, Mum, come and check this out, and then that's how I got to go and build another one.
Oh, okay.
So it was just, and that's how my sketching was. It was just all word of mouth, and someone would visit someone's house and go, shit, where did you get that done? And I'll give this guy Mike a ring. I still have no business card or anything, so if someone goes to someone's house and says, oh shit, where did you get that done? They'll go, oh, his name's Mike, and then they actually have to turn the picture around because I've just wrote my number on the back of it, and that's how it's been. So, but since the exhibition, I keep getting asked more and more, like, man, where's your business card? So this week I've been at home sketching up some ideas for a business card. And
I just made mine. I'm just over there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, wicked. Oh,
so they're pretty random. I put Super Saiyan Mario on it.
Just
so people remember.
I remember you put this up, actually,
Yeah. But it was pretty easy to make. It just went on, I think it was Vistaprint.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it came in like 5 days.
Write that down.
Yeah.
Oh, and then so you designed it.
Yeah. You can design it on their website.
Sure.
It's real easy.
Vistaprint.
Yeah, no, it costs like $10.
Shit, for how many?
Like 500.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Holy shit. Oh, wow. Oh, man. I'm stoked about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it would be like a big hassle making them, but it's easy as.
Yeah. And then what, you could just, so with that image there, you just scanned it and...
Oh, it was an image I already had like on my Instagram. So it was already on my computer, and I just like put it on there.
Oh, man. Oh, wicked.
Yeah, it was super easy.
Yep. Okay. At $10, it's over than my budget.
Yeah. And you can pay a bit more, like make it a bit fancier, like have printings on both sides.
Yep.
Stuff like that. Bit of cardboard.
No, there's nothing wrong with that though.
Yeah, I just went basic.
Yeah. No, that's it though. So I mean, it's been a good learning process too, having that exhibition, just because there's so many different artists down there and such a wealth of knowledge, like everybody coming to you, and because I don't have Instagram, and there's a lady down there, Bianca, and she's some like international art curator who's living in Christchurch at the moment. She was like, man, you got to get Instagram. Instagram's bigger than Facebook.
And,
oh shit. So, but she Monday at 11 o'clock, she wants me to come and spend like 4 hours with her because she reckons I'm not unleashing my potential.
Do Dude, I could just help you make an Instagram here if you want.
So my son made me an Instagram.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. But it's under my name, and she was like, no, you want to have a Sketchy Fella one, and you want to have one for your SOMG. So she said your personal one, and that's the one you want with your like kids' photos and stuff like that.
And just your friends.
Separate, and So just telling me about hashtagging and how that all works. And shit, no idea, you know.
Yeah, you can find an audience pretty fast, man. Like, I think I met the guy who runs Exchange Christchurch through Instagram.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, I just had hashtag like Christchurch artists, and he just looks in that, and he just like talks to people on there.
Shit. Yeah. Well, my lady and I, because she lives up north, but she come down and we were cruising around, and we drove down there, and there's that big painting out the front of David Bowie and Prince, and she was, and like I'd always driven past that place, and I wonder what that place is. It looks bloody cool, you know. And then she's gone, we drove past, and she said, "Why don't we just stop there and have a look through the windows?" And because it looked closed, and we were looking through the windows, and it's like, man, what is this place? And then Preston was in there, and he was like setting up for a potluck dinner that night, and
they're always doing.
Yeah. And then he come and unlocked the door, and he's like, "Come in, why don't you just come in?" And we're like, "Oh, yep." And then he's like, "You guys want a coffee?" So my lady went up and ordered the coffees, and I just walked around, and she started saying to him, you know, like, "Oh, my man's just got so much potential, but it just won't, you know, he just needs a kick in the ass to get it into gear." And
I was the same way. It's hard to sell you, like, it's hard to sell yourself, like saying,
for sure,
like you're real good, like you feel like a dick.
You feel like a vain cunt.
Like showing off, but you're just trying to like show people what you can do, but it's just hard. It's real hard the first time.
But he kept hounding me. Kept like, because he just all he had was my phone number. He didn't have no Facebook or anything like that, because I wouldn't check it. And then he kept texting me, "You should come in and bring me some photos of your stuff." And I was like, "Oh yeah, sweet as." Then, and I just printed some out at work, and tucked them in, and he was just like, "Holy shit!" And called some people, and they're like, "Man, what are you doing? Like, why are you building?" And then I was like, "Oh well, what do you reckon? Should I have an exhibition?" And he was like, "Yeah, man." Like, he's like, "If you can't fill this exhibition space, like, I could hook you up with other artists that, you know, have a bit here and can have a collaboration." And I was just like, "No, man, I can fill this space pretty easy, bro." Like, and he was like, "Oh, I'll do it." And I was just like, "Yep, sweet, let's make a date then." And that was it. And done deal. He's awesome. He's an awesome dude. Like, he's very helpful, and
he's real enthusiastic about it.
Very, very enthusiastic and uplifting, Like,
I think he's coming in on Saturday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, to do the show as well.
Oh, cool.
So that would be cool. Yeah.
That's mean.
I wonder if he's an artist or not.
Yeah. I'm not too sure.
Maybe just likes creative people, probably.
Yeah. And I don't. What about Camille? Have you met Camille?
I might have talked to her on Facebook.
She started it all.
Oh, okay.
And but she's got a new venture going over in Littleton now, so she sort of bowed out, and I think she bought Preston because she's American as well, so there might have been that connection there. And top man for that place, man. Like, this makes things happen and makes people smile, and those potluck dinners are awesome, man. Like, something I've struggled with down in Christchurch is I think Christchurch is a very cliquey place.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like one of those guaranteed questions. If you're from Christchurch, everyone's going to ask you, what school did you go to? You know, and if you went to Christchurch Boys High and you work in construction, you'll climb the ladder faster.
Really?
Oh shit, yeah, man.
Damn.
If you went to St. Bede's, you're not going to get too far in construction unless you're an architect or something like that. So just how it is like that, and how cliquey they are to what school you went to.
It's just high school, your kids then.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, because I play rugby, it's what rugby club do you play for?
Oh, okay.
I played for my local rugby club, the one I live next to, in construction. You know, you've got to play for what's it called, Shirley. If But surely you'll get higher in construction than that.
That's bullshit. It should be how good worker you are.
Yeah, but it's that clickiness, and I sort of struggled being down here, because of that. But I mean, I've got enough of mates through construction. I don't need to worry about that. But what I do miss from being up home is just everyone's accepted, man. All walks of life, and so for mine, I miss going to my marae. And everybody from all walks of life and all cultures and that, everybody sits down and just appreciates a good feed and have awesome conversation and that sort of thing I missed. And so when we went into Sketchy that day, and Preston said, "Oh, I'm just setting up, we have a potluck dinner," and I was like, "Oh, okay, out of a place like this having a potluck dinner," and he was like, "Man, why don't you guys go home and whip up a dish and come on back down?" And we did, and I met some cool people that night, and there's another one this Saturday, and so now I've told a few friends that were at my opening night, there's this potluck and they're coming, and
that's awesome. So, I might go to that one as well.
It's awesome. The last one I went to, because I was just so busy prepping for my exhibition, he rang up and he was like, "Bro, are you coming tonight?" I was like, "Man, I can't, I don't have time to whip up a dish, man, I'm on the go, And he was like, "Man, just go and get like $5 chips, man, and turn up." It turned up and just met a whole another bunch of cool people, and it's awesome, man. It's just good for networking, and just some very, I think because of the way Preston is, he attracts people like that, and so you go along to these nights and you meet 6-7 other people that are just like Preston, and it's like, man, this is a vibrant buzz I want to be hanging around. And
Christchurch definitely needs more places like that.
For sure. Because it's quite sad to be now meeting these people and then getting amongst us and then be moving home, but like I feel uplifted. I want to open up Whangarei XCHC, like.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, for sure. And I think Whangarei is a place that needs something like that. There's a lot of, because we're predominantly Māori up there, and there's a lot of tōpōpe syndrome, which is quite, I don't know, it's quite prevalent with Māori people, If you work hard, you'll kiss in the boss's ass, and, they're always trying to bring you back down, and...
that's not good.
No, and I felt down here that isn't like that, So, I don't know, I want to take what I've learnt down here and all these experiences that I've experienced and take them back up there, and I reckon there's just so many young people up there that are ready to be untapped, and...
definitely. Because were you the same? Because when I was younger, people would always say, you can't make a living at art.
For sure.
And there's no money in it. And
Like that. My mum was terrible for that, art was something I always got an A for in school, and she would frown upon that, because my older brother, he did accounting and statistics, and
what a dick.
So I needed to be like him and be a businessman and stuff like that, and I was just like, man. And I suppose that's why I sort of rebelled so much at school, and then when I left school, it was going to be just go and get a job and live life, Whereas I think now, if I sort of had met someone like Preston back when I was younger, man, I'd be a huge artist success around now, But I mean, life is what it is. I think I'm glad, because I've then my journey, I learned how to use my tools, being a builder, and I'm using my tools to be creative, and that I love, And then sketching is nothing more humbling. I've felt you finish a big project. I've worked on some big projects in construction in Christchurch, like the new library, the crossings, and then right down to people's homes and stuff. And when you sort of hand over the keys and stuff, the smile on their face, and I used to think, man, this is
that makes
me a cool feeling, But that feeling now is like taking a sketch to someone, or say a deceased family member or something like that. Those feelings that I used to get from construction, from completing something, don't even compare to one sketch. It's such a humbling feeling, and
it means so much to them as well.
For sure.
They'll never
for sure.
sell it, you know, they'll keep it.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah. And then because of the page, you know, I've had people message me, remember this one? And that might have been like 12 years, 15 years ago, you know, and they're still holding it with pride, and it's now framed and it's on their lounge wall, and you're just like, man, I love this. And so yeah, I remember messaging, you know, it's just so much better for my soul, man. Like I just feel so much better for it, man.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because I've like from going from construction to being a full-time artist must have been like such a crazy change, like with how people treat you and stuff.
Yeah, definite. Yeah, I mean, words can't express how much of a change it is, just having that pressure of, you know, like weather can throw you behind, but the deadline never changes, you know. That crossings, the shopping precinct in there, that guy, he's a top Christchurch businessman that owned that, Phil Carter. He would walk in with all his designers and stuff, and we just concreted the 4th floor, and he walked in and said, I want to put an elevator in here now. So we have to go 5 steps back into demolition process, but the deadline never changed.
Yeah.
So then they're running a team of like 40 chippies and labourers and stuff. I then have to unload that pressure onto them, and so that job we were finishing work sometime 10:30 at night and be on site at 6:30 in the morning, and
stressed
and 6 days a week. But I'd always made it my thing to make sure I keep the boys happy, just having a good harmonics and good team dynamics on site and that. So a lot of people in my position on the construction site, like the scrap metal bin, there's a lot of money in that. And guys in my position would be like, it's my bonus because I'm at this position, whereas I'd get the cash from that bin, and once a month we'd have paint. Well, we'd start on a Saturday, make sure we'd have Saturday off, and we'd go out and we'd do paintball out at McLean Island, and
that's cool.
We'd come back into the city, and then it's go-karts, and then at that stage I made sure that all their wives and their partners and girlfriends would turn up as well, and then we'd go out for dinner, and it'd be all after that scrap metal money, but it just made the team feel like, I'm being appreciated here, you know. And but then that stress didn't move, you know. So the appreciation was there, but we still got this deadline, so we've had a nice, fun, relaxing Saturday, but come Monday, boys, like, we're back into it. And whereas now I don't have anything like that. And if I say I'm going to have a sketch done by Saturday and it doesn't quite happen, people are a little bit more understanding, you know, like, it's cool whenever, like, you know, sort of thing, whereas in construction you get penalised. So that feeling, that jump from construction to art, man, I don't think I'd ever look back. I mean, like I say, I'd like to keep in touch with construction because I can accumulate the materials from construction sites now, but I'd never go back into it how I was into it, you know.
Yeah, and just having no one like look down on you or anything is so much better.
For sure.
Because I used to work in a warehouse. I used to work at foodstuffs.
Yeah.
Where I'd just be driving forklifts and stuff. And, oh my god, it's so draining.
Yeah.
Just doing the same thing day in, day out.
And you feel like a robot, man. Like.
Yeah, and I was trying to do my artwork, and I'll do it like, I changed to part-time because I wanted to like really focus on my artwork.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't like create anything.
Yeah.
Like I would take a certain amount of time to recover just from working a couple of days.
Yeah.
To like really get back into the
flow.
Yeah, the flow.
Yeah.
But it just destroys like creative people, I reckon.
Yeah, it does. I think it destroys people full stop.
No, yeah, in general.
Yeah, we go to work and we work harder because we want to get more money to pay for a car that we drive to work.
Yeah.
You're not even enjoying it. You're driving it to work, man, to pay for it,
Yeah,
sort of thing.
I never understood that.
Yeah, for sure. And then, I don't know, since, this year's been, it was 2016, I went through a marriage breakup, and it sort of kicked us all off. Like, I've got to do what I want now, you know, as opposed to making sure I brought home $2,000 a week for my family, sort of thing. And Whereas that sort of just opened my eyes that it's time for me to do what I want, you know. And so, you know, since the marriage breakup, you know, after going through my little dark process there and being depressed and stuff like that, it just made me sketch more. Although I was just sketching them and basically just throwing them under the bed, I wasn't even, the odd one I'd put on the old local buy-sell pages and I was getting like $150 for them, but I was still in construction, so I wasn't doing it for the money. It was just a good outlet for me. And when I'd get home to my place, because I'm like a 50-50 dad on those weeks where I didn't have my kids, I'd feel that if I got home from work and I'm there by myself, that's when the old depression mode would kick in. And so I just needed something to keep me occupied at home, so I set myself up and started drawing, and then, yeah, like I said, just chucked them under the bed. And
So do you have like heaps of work at your house?
well, since and then you know, just before Christmas last year, I met my lady, and because she's very creative in that as well, we sort of attracted each other and that, and I started showing her photos, and she was like, "Where are all these?" And I said, "Oh, they're just under my bed." And so then she
lose it?
she came down again, she like pulled it out, she was like, "What are you?" I said, "Oh, every now and then if I need $150, I'll put them on the buy-sell page." And so we tubed them up, and she took them back up there, and so she's got mates all through the game, you know. And
oh, nice.
so they were like, one of her mates is like one of New Zealand's best hairdressers, and he's got a studio up there, and so he just dotted them around the studio. And of course, because he's so up there in the game, he charges a high price, so he's got a very rich clientele. And they were coming in and going, "Well, where did you get those?" And, "Oh, I'd buy that." And so then he'd ring up and you'd go, "Oh, that sketch just sold for $400. It's going, holy shit.
How big was it? Just like a...
Just my normal size. No, it's not bigger than an A3, just slightly bigger than an A3. And I was just like, holy shit. And so yeah, she sort of, just from like meeting her and realising that, because man, you can make a living off this. And yeah, she's like her best mate is, I don't know, do you know Phlox? Haley King?
Don't know, doesn't ring a bell.
Oh man, she is close to becoming a millionaire.
Really?
Yeah. She is unreal. So she bloody illustrates books, like she does like, tui birds and stuff, and it's all stencil art.
Oh, sick.
And so she cuts her own stencils, and now she's got spray paint artists working for her, and so she does massive murals. There's a couple of her murals here in Christchurch. She's just got back from Vietnam because she's now taken her images and she's made carpet rugs out of them that she sells for like $5.5 grand. And I think she made, but while she was in Vietnam, she made up something like maybe 500 rugs. So they're gone.
That's amazing.
Holy hell. So then just, yeah, like I say, meeting my lady and getting in that right circle of friends and meeting her friends and stuff like that, so it just made me think, man, I'm going to make this work, you know. So blessings to my ex-wife, she sort of unleashed the beast, really. Otherwise I would have still been doing my 80-hour weeks and the odd sketch here and there, you know. And so yeah, it's phenomenal.
Yeah, and you can do it anywhere as well. You can travel, do whatever you want.
That's it. Yeah,
it's amazing.
And that's the goodness too. With like with SOMG doing all these wood products and stuff like that, they're harder to like logistically transport around the country and stuff like that. Whereas Sketchy FULLA's easy. I just roll it, put it in a tube, it's gone, you know. And so I found with like Goldie's pictures, the old Māori with the chiselled muckles. Like there's a lady in Auckland, like I put one up on my page and it stayed there for about a month. And I was like, man, quite gutted, and because I put heaps of time into it.
That's one of my favourite ones that you put on.
Well, she, a friend of my lady's seen it, and then she shared it, and then it got to this other lady in Auckland who's an art collector. So now I don't even need to take a photo of it, I'll just finish it. I ring her, I said, oh, I've just done Te Aho, Te Rangi Wharepu. She's like, cool as, just post it to me. And then I look at my bank account that afternoon and there's $400 and yeah, so she's just every time I'll grab it. So Goldie's got all up, there's like 17 phenomenal picks. So anytime I need a quick $400, I just grab a bit of paper, chuck it up and I'm into it, you know. And, and then I'll ring her up. Yep, it's done. She's like, yep, chuck it in the post. And I was like, man. But then, so she received it, she took a photo of it and she put it on her Facebook page and tagged me in it, and then one of her friends seen it and her friend rings me and says, oh, I'm chief editor for New Zealand Heritage magazine, we'd like you to do some pieces of art for our magazine for the November issue. And holy shit, this is taking off just so quick, man.
Yeah.
And then, but I said, okay, for the November edition, when do you need this? And she said, I've got to have it by the latest first week of October. And I said, oh, I can't, man, I'm already committed to my art exhibition, you know, so I don't want to let myself down in that area, so I'm going to have to say no. And she said, oh, I'm just struggling to find someone that can, you know, do these pieces of art. And I said, email it to me and I'll see what I can do. And I locked it in, I rang her up and I said, no, I'm not going to have the time, but I'll introduce you to Kofi Holzbosch, and she's in at XCHC and she did sign my art poster, and I said, she'll help you out. And so Kofi did my poster and I didn't have to pay Kofi for my poster, and because I gave Kofi that work, and so I just, I don't know, things like that. And giving that art to another artist and her giving me her art for free, and that just made it all seem like I'm so doing the right thing here, man. Like, you know, a few of my Goldie mates have texted and said, I bet you miss us, bro.
Hell no.
I actually text back and said, who's this? I said, no, I don't miss it at all, man. I said, I realised looking at the time, it's now 10 o'clock and you guys will be sitting down for smoker and probably having a yarn about me. And I said, but I have my smoker whenever I want. I've only been awake for the last 45 minutes.
Yeah, my mates hate it when they find out they're like, I've just woken up, it's like 12 o'clock or something. Yeah, and they're all at work and like, fuck you, man. It's pretty funny, but
yeah, for sure. And then you know, quite a few of them turned up to the art exhibition last week and the opening, and no red dots went up that night, you know, from the opening, and then Friday they texted me and said, oh man, are you looking for some work? You'll be hanging up for some cash. And I said, well no, like, just because I didn't sell anything on the opening night, that don't mean shit, man. I said, I had people there like you guys that I knew didn't have the money to spend. And I said, but this week I made, since the opening night, I made $1,800. I've got 7 orders for sketches. I've got 4 orders for SOMG building products, and then yeah, this just last night I sold 2 bits in there. So that's another $2,200. So, and then I just scored another 4 commissions for sketches, and these are all just for Christmas gifts. So there's no major urgency for them. Pretty much, I'll pump out a sketch a day. You know. So,
oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah. And it's insane that it's not just doing it constantly. You know, like I get bored of it pretty quick, so I like to take a break, and then that's where I pull out my tools and I jump onto whatever I'm working on, a table or something like that, and I'll do that for a couple of hours, and then, you know, maybe go and watch a bit of Netflix for a couple of hours.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because I can, you know. Like, and then, you know, but still at 300 to, well, I sort of price my sketches from $300 to $400 depending. Big group ones I'll sort of up the price from there a bit as well, but I mean to get $400 a day, you know, I can live off that. I don't need $2,000 a week from like construction how I would, where I was, like I say, detrimental to my health and that. So and being a 50-50 dad, it's so cool now to wake up in the morning and I'm not having to rush my kids, and You know, because they go to school out Lincoln and I live in the city here. It's all in the morning, and being in construction in the morning, I'd have to wake them up early and we'd have to, come on man, we've got to go, I've got to be on the road by 7 so I can be back on site by no later than 8:30. And whereas now, my kids are happier, they're seeing it, you know, like dad's just so cash in the morning now.
Yeah, that's good.
And yeah, my son on my last week in construction, he had a bit of a recital for their, they had a wearable arts thing.
Oh, okay.
And it was like wearable arts, and he had sold me, so I was there being a part of it and helping them out. And whereas in construction I couldn't do that, you know.
Yeah.
It wasn't as flexible to just take time off and go and spend a day at work at school with my boy. And so yeah, I can still come home that night after spending a whole day with my boy at school. I can come home at night, feed them, no rush, shower them, put them to bed. And then I still got like 3 hours of the night to get in the garage and finish that sketch off, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's better life for everyone. My kids are seeing it, and so
yeah, it's definitely a lot better. Way less stressful.
oh yeah, for sure. And now I'm like trying to coach guys that I worked in construction. I'm like, bro, give it up, man.
Yeah.
Start making tables and
Yeah.
so those
They'll all be able to do it pretty easy.
yeah, for sure. And yeah, there's the one guy that's I got him into it. He made those 2 surfboards that are hanging up there, and it's the same deal. It's just from construction rubbish. So you know, he's starting to. He's like, man, I can't do that. I don't have a creative teaspoon of blood in my body, bro. Like
Everyone says that. I hate when people say that. It's like
it's like, well,
can do that.
where do you think I got my ideas from? Do you think I just sat there at night and dreamt it up? And
Yeah.
I said, like, go and get inspiration from someone. And he's like, where? And so I started him up a Pinterest page, and he's been looking at like pallet waste, how to make stuff out of pallets, and then now he's just so caught the bug, you know. And,
Oh, nice.
but yeah, I just said to him, look, if you don't want to do the whole Facebook thing and that, I just said, just send me the photos and I'll chuck them up on my SOMG page, and you can be my SOMG Christchurch chapter, and I'll run the fun. You can be South Island and I'll be the North Island. We can do this shit together. And so he's kicking off, man. Like, he's starting to really take a heat to it. So he's been blessed in the sense that I've filled his garage up. Right?
Yeah.
All my materials that I can't transport up north. I've been like, bro, I've got native timber, I've got laminated timber, I've got every timber you can think of, man. Like, and then some of the stuff I've taken around here, he's been like, what would I do with this? And I get these big steel cages that they run all the cables from up in the ceiling space and that. And so I showed him, I made this lady like a fruit basket out of it, and it's chained to her ceiling, and it just hangs in the kitchen, and it's got 4 layers. And
Oh, nice.
he looked at it and he was like, fuck, that must have taken you like half an hour. And I was probably about 20 minutes, because it was just a grinder, cut them to length, loop it through the chain, and then hang it on a hook. And I said that lady paid $360 for that, and she is so happy with it. And so he was like, oh man, I can do this.
Yeah. And the more you do it, the easier it becomes. Like, with the ideas, they just come to you.
Yeah,
like,
for
so
sure.
naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love going in places like the Eco Store and stuff like that as well, you know, and you go in that junk part out the back and you're like, I could do something with that, and I could do something with that. And so yeah, I'm loving life at the moment.
Yeah. So free.
Yeah. And it's quite a hard case, because my sister showed my mum the video of my opening night that I made up, that I did a live Facebook feed. And,
Oh yeah, I saw that one. Yeah.
you know, my mum was just like, holy shit, I had no idea he could draw like that. And then my sister's been like, messaging me, oh, how much money did you make off your exhibition? And I was like, oh, so far I'm sitting at about $5.5 grand. And it's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I know my old lady would be like, probably kicking yourself, like trying to turn him away from art when he was a kid, you know. And now I'm trying to turn my kids into art, man. Like,
Yeah, that's good that you're doing
it's just a way of expressing yourself as opposed to going to work for someone where you don't get no chance to express yourself.
that. Yeah, and you feel trapped.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because I've been like encouraging all my mates to like do what I think they're good at.
Yeah,
Like one of my mates is hilarious. I'm trying to get him into stand-up comedy and stuff.
yeah.
Like you don't need to work. You don't need to work for someone.
Just believe in yourself,
Yeah,
man.
just do it.
And yeah, just do it, man. Take that plunge, because I mean, I'd say that was the hardest thing for me, was just taking that plunge, you know.
Yeah.
Like, just deciding, yep, I can do this, and then like my lady said to me, what does a Facebook page cost you? Nothing.
Yeah, it's all
Just
free.
try it, man, and put those photos up, and the likes I've got, and then the orders I've got off having that Facebook page. It was like, why did I wait this long, you know?
Especially these days, like you can get in contact with anyone
Yeah,
so easily. The whole world can see your work.
yeah, for sure.
Because I just sold a painting I did of a model. She's like a Russian model.
Yeah.
And she saw it and she brought it, so I sent it all the way to Russia. That was pretty weird. That was pretty weird.
Oh, she might be looking for a bloody residency, bro. You might be able to
maybe,
marry
yeah.
her.
Good with these Russian wives.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen that sketch of that rugby player, that chick rugby player. That
Oh,
I did.
yeah.
That's Portia Woodman. So she's from up home, and I wasn't gonna have a photo of her or a sketch of her in the exhibition, but then her first cousin is one of my best mates, and she said, I'm gonna fly down and support you on your opening night. And
Oh,
I was
nice.
like, man, it's school holidays, it's expensive to fly on school holidays. And she's like, I don't care, I'm there, I'm going to support you, man. And
Yeah, that's awesome.
so I was like, shit, I've got 3 days, I've got to pump out a sketch of a family member of hers. So I jumped on and I was like, oh, I could just do Portia, you know. So when she turned up to the exhibition, she was like taking selfies next to her cousin and that. But then Portia's then jumped on and gone, wow, that's phenomenal. And so with that one, I've gone in and put, it's actually not for sale, I don't want anyone to buy it.
Are you going to give it to her?
Yeah, so I'll give it to my mate, they come down, but she's got an art exhibition at her primary school, art auction, to raise money for the primary school she teaches at. So
Oh, okay, awesome.
then getting a message from Portia about the sketch and that, so what's going to happen is I'll send it to Tauranga, to Portia will sign it, and then it'll go to the art auction, so it'll increase the value a little bit more. And you know, as an artist, you know, from that art auction alone, you're going to get at least 4 or 5 orders.
Yeah.
Those parents are going to go, shit, that dude can draw, man, like, I want one of my kids. And so, yeah.
And you could teach it as well.
That's
You
what,
consider
that's what everyone can, that's what everyone's been saying, like, man, why don't you do sketching lessons? And it's just like, it's a cool thing to do, it's like, because like yourself, how you're saying with your mates, you're trying to find things they're good at. Sometimes the best way to learn something is to teach it, and
Exactly.
so it's something I definitely won't rule out. The whole thing about me moving back up north, like potentially it'd be better for me to stay here in Christchurch, the way art is kicking off down here in a big scale. But up north, I feel like the petty crime is more.
True, yeah.
Because you've got so many lost youth up there. And what has happened over time is people like myself that I feel would have been good for my community have gone and chased the dollar elsewhere, and you've moved away from your hometown, and what you have left behind is all like crackheads and shit like that, and that's what these young people are looking up to, like gang members and stuff, and so they're all like lost souls. So part of this is me moving back home, is I want to take my building skills, my creative skills and my drawing skills, and I want to take it home and help the young people release their potential as well, you know. And so the whole idea, like I said earlier, the possibility of starting up a whangarei XCHC is that has been part of my dream, to get back up and help the young people up there that are lost, and having something like XCHC could just work for those young people. And
yeah, a lot of the time they just need something to do.
something to do, yeah.
It's just boredom normally.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, with, I mean, I realise there'll be a lot of them that can draw, there'll be a lot of graph artists and stuff like that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
With my building background, I'll be able to teach them health and safety towards using tools and stuff like that. And I want to approach the council and stop all construction companies from dumping their waste in the landfills. And so I want these construction companies to pay me to take that rubbish away, and then I'll have a big warehouse where these youth that I've been teaching how to use skills can make art pieces, they can make furniture. And I know that by this young fella Hemi here, who's been in and out of bloody juvie and all that, I know that if he was to make a shelf or a TV cabinet or something and take it home to his nana, his nan's going to feel that pride, and then he's going to feel that pride, and then I think I'm going to unbirth the real Hemi, you know what I mean? And so that's the bigger dream of me doing what I'm doing with the whole SOMG thing. And
you just need to get them to believe in themselves, really.
that's it, because up there, and I know from my own experiences, my mum didn't believe in me. So these kids' parents up there, they're not believing in them, so they're bored, they're going out there, they're just doing petty crimes to try and be funny or try and be the man, but eventually they end up growing into a gang member or a crackhead because no one got to them at that age. And man, I'm just very lucky that I ended up, I came home at 17 and my old lady had all my stuff packed, and I had one bag and a pillow thrown out on the driveway, and so I was quite rebellious, and it was drugs and alcohol, that's what it was for me. And then I started selling drugs for the Black Power, and I looked and I was like, man, I want my patch, I want to be Black Power, I want to be tough, I want to be staunch. And then I just moved away from it. I just took the plunge and I moved away from my hometown and moved away from those role models that I was looking up to. So me just telling you about all these young fellas that are up there now, that was me in that position, and I had no good role models to look to, and I thought that would be the coolest thing for me, was to get a badge, you know.
Yeah. It's just something to aim for.
Yeah, and then when you've never had anyone in your life be proud of you and give you a pat on the back, and you meet these gang members and you sell a whole shitload of drugs for them, and they're so proud of you and they give you a pat on the back, it's an awesome feeling, man, but it's for the wrong reason, you know what I mean? And that's how a lot of these young fellas are getting caught into it. It's because it's just that sense of belonging, that sense of being appreciated, being valued in that. They've never had that. And the gang members, they know that. You show them a bit of that, they're loyal to you, you know. So I'm just hoping that, I know I won't get through to every one of them, but if I can get through to 1 out of every 50, man,
it'll be worth it.
It'll be so worth it, man. And how, you know, I just think I could find the next Michelangelo somewhere there, you know, and they can go on to bigger, better things, and man, that feeling would be better than any construction feeling I've ever had, you know. So,
and it's definitely the way forward, like creative path. Because like robots going to take everything, every other job. Like construction's still going to be taken over by like
it's already started.
Machines and stuff.
They've got that bloody robotic building place out at the iZone in Royston now. So they're making the houses, the robots paint the houses, and then it takes 5 guys on site to put it together. It's all pre-permitted and everything like that. And the council are going out to the bloody factory and giving them the permits, and then 5 guys click it together on site, and it takes them 2 days. And but you've taken away the painter, the roofer, the builder, you know what I mean? You've taken all these guys' jobs and that, and it's
left is just like to design it, really.
To
design
for sure.
these houses.
But then the house is now complete. The person moving in is still going to want some art.
Yeah, exactly. There's always going to be a need for that.
And no robot can create that, man.
Yeah, no way. They could just copy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And then I've had some people send me a photo and say, oh, how much to sketch that? And I say, oh, because it's a large group, I'll say, you know, 650, 700 bucks. And they're like, oh man, I can just take this photo in and get it printed on a canvas.
It's not the same, though.
Yeah, of course you can, man. but it's it's not the same. Like.
Yeah.
And have you ever seen those canvas prints after about 7 years?
Oh, yeah,
They're so faded and tatty and
And sometimes they don't even print it properly on the canvas.
No.
Like a bit off the edge and stuff.
Yeah.
That's bad.
And with the sketching too, like because of my building background, one thing I found expensive is getting them framed. It's fucking expensive, man. So it's like, man, why am I paying someone to do something I can do? Like, I'm so good with my tools, I can machine my own timber, order my own glass, which glass is cheap, and I'll frame the fucking thing myself, man. And so it's another thing I can, like teach these young people, and then also add value to my works by framing it myself. And
they look so good framed though. Once you framed the works, like I didn't think it would bring that much to the painting, but holy crap, it does. Because my last exhibition I did it at the Eco Framing Mirror Store. And they framed all my works for me. And like, because that's how they make money. They just sell the frames from the artwork, so they didn't take a percentage of my artwork or anything like that. And they framed all the works, and I was like, oh yeah, cool. I didn't think much of it, and then I saw them, I was like, whoa, what the fuck?
So how does that happen? Like, so you don't pay to exhibit?
No,
they don't take a commission?
No.
And you still get what you want for the painting?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then they just make their money from their framing.
Yeah.
So what happens if that picture doesn't sell? They take it out of the frame?
Yeah, I guess,
So they keep their frame?
Yeah, they keep their frame.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. It's still pretty cool. That's a cool way of getting out there too.
Yeah, I'm going to do another one, I think, the 3rd of November. I'm not too sure. It hasn't been finalised. Probably should talk about it. Doesn't matter. But yeah, my last one was pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, because I think I would sell like maybe one painting. Like, that's just what I had in my mind. Like, oh yeah, I'll sell one. Ended up selling all of them. Yeah, on the opening night.
Man, oh, that must have been a cool feeling, man.
Yeah, because I was going to go to Europe 2 days afterwards, after the exhibition, and I had like $100 in my wallet. I'm like, damn, I'm going to be homeless.
That's awesome, man.
And then, yeah, I was super happy that I sold because I really needed the money.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sort of like starting, because I've been off the tools, and then it's like, shit, man, how am I going to pay this bill, and how am I going to pay this bill, and then you get a phone call, and like last night, $2,100, you're just like, oh man.
Yeah.
It's a wicked feeling. So yeah, when it happens, a lot of it, you just got to have faith, like faith in your work. So don't expect everything to just sell out like that.
Exactly.
So opening night happened, and then Tuesday came, and there was a few sales, and it was all my smaller items. I was like, man, if I'm gonna survive, I'm gonna need some of these bigger items to sell, and because they didn't sell, it was just me being impatient. It was like 2 nights after my opening, and then come the weekend, I was just like phone call after phone call, and I only lived like a minute skateboard ride away from the XCHC, so people ring up and then go, oh, what do we do? You want us to put it in your bank account? I'm like, oh, how about I come down and shake your hand and get down there, and it's like, man, I'm like, oh shit, selling, yeah, so ecstatic, man. Then me moving all this timber out, see, I've made enough money now, and I've gone and purchased a trailer. And it's like, I have to go back to my mate and say, oh, some of that timber that I gave you, I'm going to chuck it on my trailer and take it up north with me. He's pretty cool with it, but at first I was just like, get rid of it all and move light, whereas now that I see that my timber work is sort of like quite popular and people are loving it and that, it's like, instead of giving it away, I hold on to it, man, and get up there and start building. And so,
it's like an investment.
Yeah, for sure. And the good thing is, it didn't cost me a cent, Got my headboard in there, and then there's that triptych piece, that cedar, that timber's expensive, man. It's so expensive, and if people commission me to make a piece like that, and I'd have to go and buy the cedar, I'd be charging them triple what I'm charging to sell them in XCHC, you know, so people just got to realise that, man, there's money in the rubbish bin.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Don't throw it out.
Yeah. Yeah, because some of my works, I think I had this, oh, I might be able to show you actually. I had this painting. It was kind of like the old, what are they called? Paint containers?
Yeah.
And I made this painting, and it was kind of like a sculpture painting type thing of the person coming out of the artwork.
Oh yeah.
With all those old paint containers. I was just gonna throw them out. But yeah, that sold for like $600. I was like, fuck, that's all good. Where is it? Yeah, you should definitely get Instagram though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, I think that's it. Oh, it's a video.
Holy shit.
And that's just paint and like old recycled paint and containers, little paint tubes and stuff.
Far out. Looks pretty labour intensive though, bro.
Yeah, and it fell apart a few times.
I hate that, eh?
Yeah.
I took a few of those wood pieces in on Sunday to set up for my exhibition, and you know, because they'd been at home and I had them then up against the wall, it was all good, and then fuck yeah, got into the cafe. Oh no.
Yeah, when I went over there to look at your stuff, one of the things fell off the
Oh no.
I was like, oh shit, it was fine though.
Yeah,
Which
yeah,
was good,
yeah. That was a hearty one. That was my first. That's my. I didn't even want to put that one in, but my lady was like, put it in then, because it was my first time I played with palettes and my tools to try and be creative, you know. And I just, yeah. But then I got it down there and I was like, oh fuck, I've forgotten my wire and shit like that. And I was setting up, and then this chick came over that's working in there, one of the resident artists. She's like, oh, I've got some string here, and I was like, oh yeah, sweet. And I tied it up and looked at it, and as I hung it up and then sort of pulled on it, I was like, fuck, I don't think that string's going to handle it, eh? And then we set it up there and I sort of gave it a bit of a tug, and I was like, oh no, it's alright. And then when Preston rang up, he's like, oh yeah, one of your pictures has dropped, and I was like, oh, is it the bloody geometrical one? He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, sweet ass, man. Yeah. Jumped on my skateboard, went down with a bit of wire and hooked the wire on there, sweet as, chucked it back up. I knew it was pretty hearty, and I used so much glue and screws on that one, I knew it wouldn't have fallen apart. And I'm just bloody glad it didn't fall on someone. But
oh yeah, that would have had a problem.
Oh yeah.
It would have been fine to work.
But then even the other ones that I have got hanging up there, they're pretty basically hung, and well, man, that's why I'm sort of thankful for my building background. It's easy, you know, and then having all the right screws and stuff at home. And then Preston and them got stung last week from the council. They got pulled up on having steps in the building. There's that cafe area. Well, it's not providing wheelchair access, and in the event of a fire, if there's a wheelchair person in there,
that makes sense.
So yeah, and then Preston was like, oh man, how much would it cost for the materials, and how much would it cost for you to come in? And I was like, oh, don't worry about it, man. You're helping me get rid of some of this material and shit like that, so I'll just come and do it, man. And then having all the right screws and stuff at home, you know, because that's another thing. You get to the end of these big jobs, man, and the containers got to be transported. Like these big bosses, they don't care. Just grab all those boxes of screws and turf them in the bin, man. I've got to empty this container out.
Damn, what a waste.
So yeah, I just would continuously be taking stuff home, man, and they'd be like, what are you taking those? Where are you going to use that many screws, man? It's not that I know I won't use 6,000 screws, but you know, I've been able to jar up various amounts of different size screws, put them in jars, and then take them down to Preston and say, you know, when it gets to someone's exhibition and they're not quite sure on how to hang, just drive one of these screws into the wall and here's some wire, and it's just like, man.
They can always be used.
For sure. And yeah. And then tree huts. And I built these tree huts, man. People are like, don't you use nails? Or, why use nails? Or I got screws, man. Screw everything. It's so much stronger, and you know. So yeah, that's why I don't think I can ever let go of my construction side. I need to be still in touch with that because
you shouldn't. There's no reason to.
Yeah. It's just all that resource that they waste I'd be missing out on, you know. But if I can set up this XHC up in Whangarei and get this contract from the council to have all construction companies in the north bring their waste to me and paid me to get rid of it for them as opposed to paying for it to go into a landfill, which is not environmentally friendly, then I won't need to go near a building site again because I'll have all this resource coming in. You know?
Yeah, true. And you get paid for it.
And you get paid for it, yeah. So it'd be, I can't see myself getting a massive amount of money for getting paid to get rid of their rubbish, but environmentally, sustainably, it's so much better for us. And
it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it's something that might be just enough to pay the lease on the warehouse that I've got. You know what I mean? And then from there I know I'll be able to with Māori organisations up north. I'll be able to get funding for having youth work programs where I can teach these young fellas skills and stuff like that. And so I realise I'm not gonna. From this alone, I'm not going to be a millionaire, but inside, man, I feel a hell of a lot more wealthier than
you feel like a millionaire anyway.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, like I say, we might discover the next young Michelangelo or something.
Yeah,
just absolutely, just to see him reach his potential, that'd be worth more than $1 million for me. And
even taking them out of those like bad places that they're in.
Yeah. And just giving them a whole new perspective on life, man. And like you know, some of them don't realise it, but with my family being, a lot of my family are Black Power members and stuff like that, and highly ranked as well, presidents. But as they've gotten older, my uncles and stuff, you ain't shit no more, you ain't the president no more, you don't get the flash car and the Harley Davidson anymore, they got taken off you when you lost your presidency. So these young ones don't see that these gangs are so quick to welcome you and embrace you and that, but they're so quick to send you on your way too, you know. Whereas just build yourself up and then stand on your own 2 feet and you feel so much better for it, man. You don't need them.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I've been trying to get like some of my friends who kind of associate themselves with like gangs and stuff like that out of it, because I'm like, why are you doing this? Like,
because it's appealing for someone that's lost.
Yeah, true.
You know?
But like these people are also like so talented in like certain aspects of their life. I'm like, you can make this a living.
Yeah, man.
Easy.
Just believe in yourself, man. And
it is hard though.
Yeah. And then it's breaking those boundaries thing. It's you know, I mean, if you are into drugs, then the gangs are an answer, because the accessibility to those drugs. It's about pulling them away from that. I mean, I abstained from alcohol and have for years, and
the same.
Partying and that was so easy for those to be at a party when you're younger, and those gang members turn up and they've got the top labour liquor and they're bloody handing out joints and stuff like that. It's at no cost to them and that, and so to those young ones that's their scene, you know, that seems appealing to them, and it's just all a big facade really, like. The gang members, they're all good when it's good, but when it's bad, you know, they're bad, and they're like, yeah, I'm lucky. My family, that's what they chose, and it's easy for me to see that when my uncles got older, they're pretty much just discarded. The new president's here now, and the keys and give your Harley back, and so as a young fella it seemed all appealing, like looking at my uncles with the mean Harley Davidson and thinking, oh man. And
you just need to do that, rip the heart.
And now my uncle's got a bus pass.
Yeah. And you get your Harley Davidson.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, having those sort of goals and that, why not, eh? You know.
Might as well.
Yeah. But then, yeah, I don't know. Now that I sort of don't look as them as being like role models and that in my life, this big dream of Harley Davidson isn't as appealing to me, like just materialistic value, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd rather be spending my money on experiences as opposed to materialistic things. And so I mean, even since my marriage separation, that I've travelled and gone out and seen and experienced, and I realised this is more me than...
Yeah, you're always going to remember that.
Yeah, for sure. And then it's so uplifting. Like we went to Thailand just a few months ago, and what are we moaning about here in New Zealand?
Yeah.
There's no benefit system over there or anything. I mean, if you ain't got a job, man, you make or break. That's survivor. There's survivors over there.
Yeah.
And then they have these vacant lots where just they decide like this is going to be the local rubbish dump for a while until we're able to sell this land and the building goes up. So all this rubbish comes in. You see these families, they just turn up and they sort this rubbish out. That rubbish doesn't stay there for long. And you know they're repurposing that timber that they're taking away, you know. And I was just like, man, these guys are after my own heart, man.
Yeah.
A lot of this, because of teak is a big timber over there, and teak is very expensive in New Zealand, and just you see these big construction trucks back up into these sites and they tip their stuff off, you know, and these families just so quick in there pulling apart. And you'll see the old man doing the old Asian squat on his bit of rock and he's straightening all the nails and stuff, and you're like, you guys are legends, man. Like yeah, I collect timber and stuff, but I ain't got the patience to straighten nails and reuse them again. But these guys, they'll use every last little bit of rubbish that's getting tipped off there, you know, and you just think, man, that's awesome, man. It's bloody awesome. And seeing you know, out on people's balconies and decks, they've got now those bloody canvas pulled down, particularly from the weather and stuff like that. And we watch these guys making them just out of plastic bottles, and they're like their wives are using fishing line to stitch them all together. And then they get these bloody like flame guns and they go over and it like melts it all a bit. So it's not flash and it's not see-through like you see. But it works. Because isn't that why you're doing it? It's about the practicality of keeping the weather out, and it's not about having the best system. So your mine is electronic now, and I think that's how we talked earlier about work, and people go to work to pay for their car to drive to work, and but then at home it's about keeping up with the neighbours, because the neighbours have got those new blinds that you push the button and it drops down. So I'm going to work harder so I can get those blinds in there too. And man, just watching these Thai people make some of the most practical things out of rubbish, I was just like, what are we doing, man? Like in New Zealand, you know, what are we doing? We're sending our rubbish to China, and we should be unleashing young guys into coming up with ideas on how to be more sustainable and use all these products that we're so quick to throw away.
What happened to the whole DIY thing?
For sure.
It used to be all about that, but not anymore.
Shit, cheer.
Oh, just let the dog out.
I better leave it here too, bro.
Okay, sweet.
Go in and catch up with Preston and collect some more money off him.
Is there anything you've got going on at the moment that you would like to promote?
Shit, nah, not really. I mean, I'm pretty much all I'm doing is just fulfilling orders from the exhibition. So like I say, the platter boards, that was because my lady did up a platter for the opening night, and she went and bought all this stuff, and she was like, oh, have you got a big board? And I've been making chopping boards, and I pulled out this big roasting meat one, and she was like, oh, neat, bigger than that. And then I pulled out another one, and it was probably about this size, and it was Rima, and she was like, oh yeah, but I'll probably need 2, maybe 3 of those. And I was like, holy shit. And then I pulled out this massive bit of reamer, and it was just an old headboard, and I sort of tweaked it up and just put it off to the side, and she was like, yep, that'll be perfect. And I took it in, and yeah, 2 ladies there that night wanted to buy my platyboard, and just been sitting in the back of the garage gathering dust, you know. It wasn't even made for a platyboard. I just saved it from the rubbish, and yeah, so they you know, I said, oh, it's not really for sale, like, but I'll make you up a platyboard. And then so I made a platyboard last week, and then that lady's friends, 2 of them have said, so you know, I asked them this last week and a half, 5 platyboards, and got an order for 2 more, and so yeah, just fulfilling orders, and start a couple of sketches tomorrow, just commission sketches, and
nice.
So
keeping busy,
and making the money, you know. Like, she's still gotta pay the rent and pay the bills and stuff like that. So that's where these commissions help out. You know what I mean? You're not just relying on. Or I always think that was the scariest thing about becoming an artist was you put so much pride, so much passion, and so much of your time into something, hoping that it sells.
Yeah.
And whereas building, I was guaranteed money every week, you know, and so having all these commissions come at me, it's just like, man, this is why I did it. This is because I can make you know, just a constant income of it.
And it feels so much better having like your work, you get out of it, like it's a direct like link what you get out of it to what you put in.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, it feels like the old days where everyone's just trading and stuff.
It does, yeah. Well, see, that's with all my close mates and that, they'll say, oh, how much can you do a sketch of my kids? How much? And I just, mine is koha. It's just, so I don't want to put a figure on it for my mates, you know. So for my paintings, for my sketches of them, I've been paid in seafood. I've been paid in beef and mutton. There's a jacket.
Oh, that's all good.
yeah. So my mate was like, you could fit this leather jacket. I looked and I was like, man, I've never had a leather jacket.
Nice.
Unreal, man. Like, so yeah. I don't, you know, like I say, it's not all just about the money. Sometimes it's just that feeling and of giving someone a sketch that you did for them. And so with a lot of the stuff from the exhibition that doesn't sell, I've got a mate, he's got a tattoo studio up in Motueka, and he's looking to grow his business, and he just wants art for the wall. So when I leave Christchurch here, that's the thing, I'll load up the trailer and I'll drive up the west coast here and get up to Mott, and I'll spend a couple of nights with him. He's gonna finish up my arm, and yeah, I'm gonna chuck paint directly onto his wall. So
sweet.
Yeah.
Good trade.
And then I said to him, anything from my exhibition that doesn't sell, I'll just leave it with you. And he was like, what about your exhibition up in Whangarei in February? And I was like, man, I want all new stuff there. I don't want to be exhibiting my stuff that I did down here. So see, the stuff that I made down here may as well stay in the South Island. And there's a connection to the South Island down here.
Yeah, nice.
I said I'll be up north and it's going to be all new and fresh. And so yeah, looking forward to it, man. Leaps and bounds, I reckon, you know.
Yeah.
You sort of get out of it what you put into it. Yeah.
Yeah, you've only just became full time, eh?
Yeah, for sure.
You're doing well.
Oh man, I didn't expect it to go as good as I would, but that was mine. I had no expectations. I just knew I was good at what I was doing, and I just sort of just had to, I don't know, let the universe take its course really, and if it happened, it happened, and if it didn't, I'm a builder, I can go build. Like, there's always jobs for builders, you know what I mean? So yeah, when it kicked off, I sat there Monday morning at 10 o'clock smoker. I sat down with the boys and I looked at my Facebook and I was like, holy shit, and I started messaging these people back, and they pretty much confirmed there's 4 commissions there for sketch work, and I was like, looked around, I was like, what am I doing here, man? So that's it. I said, I'm out, guys, and they were like, you're kidding me? And I was like, no, I'm not, man. I grabbed all my tools, threw it in the van.
Just left.
Just left, yeah.
Nice. That would have been A good feeling.
And then, yeah, driving into the office, my boss was like, "You're kidding me, what do you mean, like, right now, you're quitting?" And I was like, yeah. Yeah, it's like, "So what about your tools and shit in the van?" And I was like, "Oh, I've already stopped at home and I've emptied the whole van out, like, it's me right now."
Damn.
And then, yeah, no looking back, bro. Like,
Yeah. Your good luck for your
yeah.
journeys ahead, I guess.
Oh man, yeah. No, we'll definitely keep in touch, man. And like, I definitely want to, I don't want to say to Preston, this is a goodbye to Christchurch, man.
Yeah.
I said, you got to think this is where I kicked it all off, right here in Christchurch. So there will always be like the spiritual connection for me to Christchurch, you know. So I said, this will not be the last exhibition I'll be having at XCHC. I said, I'll be able to afford to transport a lot of my gear down here, and we'll have another exhibition. And, yeah.
Just do a joint exhibitions on that.
Oh, bro, okay. The limits are on, you know.
Yeah.
We can do whatever we want, sort of thing. So yeah, definitely. We keen on that.
Thanks for coming, man.
Yeah. Good meeting you, Zach. And then yeah, thanks for putting up that post too, bro, because it was just everything. Like I say, the universe for me just sort of points things in the right direction. And last year with me starting to get back into my sketching, and then meeting my lady who's creative and her pointing me in the right direction, and then just jumping on Facebook one night and there's this post from you about get in touch with me. I was like, saying, man, like, that's the universe saying that this is what's supposed to happen, bro. Like, you're supposed to be an artist, and you're gonna just continuously meet more cool people and more funky people that are full of vibrancy. So,
and everyone wants to see everyone succeed as well.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That's good.
It's not that competitiveness like there is, like I experience in construction. Like everyone's just about promoting everyone, and no one's judgmental. Like, every artist realise each artist is different, and his style is different, and how he achieves it is different.
And everyone learns off each other as well.
Yeah. So yeah, thanks, bro.
Yeah, no worries.
Cool, man.
All good.